my pants past my kneecaps. It's so overwhelming to have that much ass.
High volume.
Got me all up in my feels, in all kind of ways. I be trying to wait, but lately.
Hi beauties, Myla Simone here, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be giving you guys a BBL post-op update. If you guys are not new here, then you know I got a BBL round 2 surgery performed by Dr. Brewster in Miramar, Florida back in February of 2022. And you guys can go watch that video if you're interested in seeing the process. I literally vlogged from beginning to end. So that video is posted on my channel. But anyways, as of today, I am exactly 1 year and 10 months post-op. We're in the month of December right now. So in February, as of next year, which is just a couple months away, I will officially be 2 years post-op BBL. And so I know I gave you guys one update in the very beginning, but since that video, which was a year ago, my body has changed so much. So to come on here and talk to you guys, show you guys some before and after pictures, do some measurements so y'all can know what my waist was measuring in the beginning versus what my waist is measuring now, how much fat I lost, how I gained so much weight, and then how I miraculously lost so much weight. It has definitely been a journey, you guys, and even now, fully healed, my body is still changing so much, you guys, every day. It's a little bit more stable now because of my fitness routine and stuff like that, but it's changing even more so now that I've started working out. So if you guys are not already subscribed, definitely do so. Be sure that you click that little notification bell so that you are always notified whenever I upload content. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to this video. I'm so excited. Okay, girl. So first things first, I just want to insert a few pictures of how I looked before I got my BBL round 2 done, and a picture of how I looked directly after getting off the table. So freaking cringy. So I had a few beauties tell me that I was already shapely before my round 2. Thank you guys so much. So I got my round 1 done here in Indianapolis, and my first doctor for that surgery was Dr. Vanetta. He was a really great surgeon, very sweet, very attentive, very educated, and he definitely prioritizes your well-being during the surgery and really after the surgery too, because when I came home from that procedure, he was calling me one night where my knees had swollen up really bad. She called him at midnight and he was right there by his phone. He answered. So great doctor, great surgeon, very attentive. So my round 2, I actually went to Florida. My surgeon's name was Dr. Brewster. Again, wonderful doctor, very sweet. And the reason that I even considered getting a round 2 in the first place is because the doctor that did my first round had kind of missed like a spot in my bottom where he did the fat grafting. There was one butt cheek that had like a chunk of fat missing, and I don't know if he just didn't fill it in all the way. I'm sure he did, because when I got off the table, everything appeared to be symmetrical. But what I think happened is some of my fat cells didn't survive because I kind of sat down on my butt sooner than what I should have. They don't recommend you to sit directly on your butt until like 6 weeks. And I think that's probably what happened. I had poor blood circulation and the fat just did not survive. And so I wanted to go to Florida to get it corrected because, for one, Florida just kind of specializes in doing BBLs. And whenever you hear someone say they got their BBL done, they either went to the Dominican Republic or Florida. And so I was like, well, let me just go to Florida where I know that the second time it's going to be done right. At least that's what I was hoping and praying for. But I was like, let me go to a doctor that does nothing but BBLs all day, every day. And he's going to do what he needs to do, fix my little error, and be done. I went ahead and paid off the surgery and all that good stuff. Flew down there. I got to my appointment and I was able to see Dr. Brewster. And the first thing he told me was I didn't have enough fat. I was so discouraged and so disappointed. Everything that was going through my mind at the time was like, this is a waste of time. Why did I pay for the surgery? We did a virtual consultation. Why didn't you tell me that then? You know, it was so many things going through my mind. And I told him that not only did I want the dent in my butt fixed, but I kind of wanted a little bit more of a shapely bottom, and I wanted my hip dips filled in because I still had hip dips. Girl, and this man sat here, looked me in my eyes, was like, he said it just like this.
You don't have enough fat.
He told me that he thinks that I should get my arms lipoed as well just so that we can have extra fat to make sure I can get the shape that I want. I wasn't opposed to that idea because I was a little insecure about my arms at the time. I had gained weight. I think at the time of my surgery, I weighed like 175 pounds, which was on the thicker side for me because I was on the depot shot and I had gained that weight. I've never weighed that much in my entire life. I've always been rather petite. So before that, my normal body weight was like 118, 120. I was petrified because I'm like, oh my God, the ass is huge. Like the ass is bigger than my body at this point. Like I got like a for real botched booty. And that's what I was thinking. But of course it was swollen. My waist was swollen. My butt was swollen. Don't quote me because it's been a little minute. But I think 30 or 40% of the fat dies off eventually. They always add in more just to make sure they have enough so that when all the fat cells die off, you're still left with a few. So fast forward to about 6 months later is when I got a little bit insecure about my weight, you guys, because I started gaining so much weight, y'all. And I'm not gonna say I fell into a little bit of depression, but you definitely do have limitations when it comes to things that you can do, such as bending down, lifting, moving around too much. If you walk around too much, like in my case, my feet would swell so bad and they would literally be on fire. The majority of the time I spent sitting down or laying down, and I would just eat, sleep, shower, and repeat, y'all. Like I felt like time was passing me by. I kind of was like in a mental fog. So yes, with me laying around and trying to heal myself and give my body time to heal itself, definitely put on more than a few extra pounds. So 6 months post-op, which is still fairly early on, I started exercising. I was just like doing a lot of cardio, walking and doing incline on the treadmill at the gym. I stayed consistent. I still exercise every day. My mom and I have a personal trainer that we go to every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. On all the other days, we go to our own gym and just do lots of cardio. And honestly, you guys, consistency is key. I was a little bit nervous in the beginning when I first started working out because I was like, ooh, if I start working out, am I gonna lose my booty? Like, is it gonna go away? You know, when you work out, you burn fat. Kind of like in between a rock and a hard place because I'm like, you look big. Your upper body, your lower body, you're just a big oompa loompa. Like,
that's big. Besides my Chanel purse.
Your upper body.
Hold on just a second.
you got this big old ass on your back. You got these big old ham hock looking thighs, these big old arms that you then got lipo on and you can't even tell you got lipo on them because they about big as the tree log. I just wanted better for myself, y'all. I was willing to take that risk. And granted, my waist was still smaller and my bottom was still bigger and my hips were still big, but it wasn't the look that I was going for. But I was real thick with it, y'all, and I had got up to like 185. Before I got my round 2, I was 175. After the surgery, when I had gained all that weight, y'all, I had got up to like 185. I didn't like the way I looked in photos. I just was not happy. I couldn't fit any of my clothes. I couldn't get my pants past my kneecaps. It's so overwhelming to have that much ass. My butt is still a decent size, I think, and so I've heard from the boys. But yes, I definitely lost inches. My butt is not as big and bubbly as it was, but it's still nice and tasteful looking. This is what the body is giving. This is from the front. And yes, she still moves. But yeah, this is what it's giving. Nice and natural. And now we're gonna go ahead and do our measurements. After I had the surgery, you guys, my hips were measuring in at a 48 and my waist was measuring a 32. I have my measuring tape right here and we're just gonna go ahead and measure together what the measurements are now because I'm curious. So I'm just gonna measure my, y'all, I'm sorry, this light is kind of loud. It's in the background. It's very loud. But let's see. Okay, so I'm measuring the hips. So the hips, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the hips are at a 46. So I lost 2 inches. The waist is measuring at a 29. So not bad. Yes, the waist is measuring at a 29 and the hips are measuring at a 46. I lost about 2 inches of my booty and my hips. And then I lost about 3 inches in the waist, which I'm not mad at. I work out hard enough. I feel like I work out hard enough. I should be at a 26, 27, but again, I'm just not there yet where I can change my diet. Like, I like to eat what I like to eat, and I don't want to change my diet for nobody and nothing. If y'all have any more questions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section, and I will try to answer every single one. Or you can DM me on Instagram at Myla_Simone. And boo, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Also, I have been vlogging, so more content is headed y'all's way. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you beauties in the next video. Bye. Mwah.